Hi there, welcome in. Billy and Poncho are dating. Hello, peoples. I hope you're all feeling snazzy, and I can explain, I think, why it's been so long. Some stuff happened. For one thing, all of this took a long time, but also I lost some footage. Of course I did. Finally, it happened. We hate to see that. So that was an extra delay. But first, let me tell you the good news. That's what's important, right? Are you ready? Eugene is gone. He's gone. We got rid of him. I had Chief's amiibo laying around, so I scanned him in. He was on my old island. He's my comfort cranky. I wanted him back. So Eugene is no longer with us, and Chief is. So that's good. That's good. The bad news is, yeah, I lost some clips. I basically lost the first chunk of this build. Isn't that exciting? The okay thing about it though is it was basically just me putting down the sand and like the road, or at least the first part of the road. So I'll try to explain what I can from the little bit that's left. I'm sorry. I guess this is like a rite of passage as a YouTuber. Lost some footage. I hate to see it, but I'm excited for that. And then also another little villager change happened. Ione showed up in my campsite, like out of nowhere. She's definitely not a permanent villager, but she's cute. Like, who would pass up a chance to have her? So we have Miss Ione. But also, before we get into things, just super quick, do y'all want to just see some other cute stuff that happened? So yeah, this is what it looks like while I was flattening. That's not what we're here for, though. This is what we're here for. This is the moment that I knew Billy and Poncho were becoming a thing. Here they go. They were just talking. I was listening like a good little rep does. And suddenly, you know, there they go. There they go. All cute and happy and just super not straight. Look, he said wow when he saw his biceps. There's nothing heterosexual about it. We love to see it. Bad news though, Cherry. Apple's the one that got kicked out for Ione. That's the first one she offered, and I didn't feel like being picky. Not that I really had any huge preferences, so yeah. Sorry Apple, it was really nice to know you, but she is no longer with us. In other news, look at this. The girls are together finally. They did it. I'm so proud of them. It's official. Audie and Cherry. Iconic. Just truly iconic. And most importantly, here's Poncho and I being cute. Okay, now back to business. So there's just some fun things that happened for you. Just a little bit of a quick update on the villagers and stuff. Not everything, but you know, it was fun. Something else did happen though in the middle of the speed build actually. I went on a very brief little villager hunt. So I actually just kept it in there in the order of which all of this happened. So in a minute you will see that. But for now, let's get into the speed build. So the first thing I did was flatten the whole island. I moved all the houses and the shops to the beaches, which was the worst part by far. And I did a lot of time traveling. So right now it was in maple leaf season, which was funny because there's no trees on the island. Hilarious. But yeah, the scenes kind of changed a lot because I was doing this over several days in real life and in the game. But I'm so sorry that I lost the part where I did most of the road. This is my road path, by the way, that I made for my last island, Sage. I wanted a windy, curvy path. I found a few on Instagram, or a couple, but none of them had like codes released. So finally I made my own. It was a several meltdown situation over several months, but I did it. And this is it. I'll try to remember to put the description, put the code for y'all. Also, I do have a tutorial for this on my Instagram for how to lay it down, and I honestly decided it's probably easier to follow than a video anyway, though I'll probably use this road some more on this island, so maybe I can show you some more. But yeah, I'll link the tutorial. It's just like a little visual guide on how to place it, how far apart everything needs to be, because it's pretty complicated. I basically made it for myself more than anything because I was like, I'm not even gonna remember how to use it myself when I restart, and I know I'm gonna want to use it again. So I made the tutorial for my own sake, so if you do want to try to tackle it yourself, it'll be there, or feel free to hit me up and I can do my best to try to explain. But yeah, this was that part. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, this video takes place over multiple days. I spent so many different days working on this, but I'm not gonna show this whole next part because it's just gonna get redundant. It's literally just me putting this path down all over the place around the road. So I did just want to tell you though the story about this path. I did make it myself because I wanted there to be some texture underneath the wheat fields, you know? So this is kind of just like a really, I guess, subtle, grassy, weedy looking path, and I'll probably use it other places on the island too, just to give some spice to the ground. You know, we love that. Look at Audie trying to catch something. So yeah, I'll hopefully remember to put this one in the portal and put the you know, the code in the description if you do like it and want to try it out. I think it's kind of fun. I haven't tried it like on darker grass yet or dirt, but I think that could be interesting too. So yeah, the goal for the wheat fields, and I knew this going in, was to not put them all totally compact together, but to spread them out some, try to make it look kind of natural, kind of wild, not the most perfectly kept farm, you know? So that's why I wanted to have this underneath, so it would hopefully look a little bit better. You know, you could kind of see through the wheat field some stuff on the ground that kind of glues them together a little bit more visually speaking. So that's what's going on here, but we're going to skip forward and show you the next bit, which is of course the wheat fields themselves. But fair warning, on top of the fact that I lost footage while I was actually filming, my computer had a couple of tantrums, so there was a few things I put down along the side of the road, there they are, just showed up, that I didn't get to record, but there is other stuff that I add later, so we'll get to that here in a little bit. In the meantime, here's the cactus, here's the wheat fields getting slapped down. We love to see it, but as you can see, I also put some weeds along the sides too, which do grow in pretty nicely. I'm happy with how they turned out. I, for one, really love to mix the in-game weeds with the wheat fields if you can. I think it turns out pretty cool just to add some like variation in height and texture and even color. The autumn weeds look so good with the wheat fields, I think, especially if you're in December like this and you have the golden wheat fields. Amazing. I could just eat it, but also, you know, when they're greener, you can use some of the greener wheat field colors compared to them as well. But I think it's nice to just put the weeds along the edges or even in between the wheat fields, just to make it look a little bit more natural, a little bit more eye-catching. So that's what's going on here. You'll see them grown in here in a minute, but yeah, that's my technique. And I kind of alluded to it earlier, but as you can see, I'm not like squeezing the wheat fields all together because, for one thing, imagine how many that would have taken if I had like squished them all right next to each other, which is awesome if you're doing like a perfect square or rectangle or whatever. I've done that before on my last island and it looked cool, but in this case, it's an interesting shape that the fields are on both sides of the road. And again, if I had filled them completely, trust me, it gets already very lagalicious after I put all these down. It's not as bad as it could be. It's kind of like the other items take a second to spawn if you're going too fast. What do we expect, you know? But yeah, so that's one reason, but I also, again, just wanted it to look a little bit more wild, not perfectly uniform in this case. I wanted there to be some little gaps here and there between them, so that's why I'm kind of like just haphazardly, or so it seems, placing them all down, you know, near each other in some places and a little farther apart in other places. I think it's fun just to kind of give some spice to the field, especially in this case. Like you can see, the edges are just kind of random, and then it gives me the opportunity to do some other things with the sides of the field later on. But we're now gonna do the part where I impromptu kicked out a villager who wanted to leave. You'll see. And then we're gonna do a really speedy villager hunt. It's very quick, so get ready for that, and then we'll get back to decorating. Howdy people, welcome to what will hopefully be a very speedy McSpeedy villager hunt. So I'm actually in the middle of a speed build right now, but Ed had a thought bubble and he wanted to leave, and he's the one I've been wanting to have that happen with the most. He needs to go, you know, it's time. So he's gone. He just moved out, but I'm only gonna do a little bit of hunting. I have 20 tickets. I plan to spend around 20, give or take, hopefully not even that many. I'm not gonna be picky. I know I could just scan somebody else in, but like, part of me really just wants to see like who I find. It's just kind of fun to do like a short little trip, see if we find anybody and a few tickets. If so, cool. If not, then I can always just scan someone else in if I end up with somebody not ideal. I would definitely love to get another smug that's decent looking. You know, I would love to have a smug. We do like them as long as they're not nasty and unvaccinated, like certain ones we won't name. Okay, island number 1. Would love to see something nice on this island, something— oh no. Oh no, it's Pico. Oh my god, I don't even have a vaulting pole. That's probably for the best. Oh, yeah, that's for the best. Don't tempt me. I already have 2 normals and I don't want a 3rd. I really don't. That would just be too much, even though it would be very cute to have her and Ione and Sally all together as normals. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, so I got a vaulting pole. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. If I do get somebody ideal, I won't be stuck again and have to make another one like that one time. We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. Okay, island number 2. Is this the same exact island we were just on? I think it is, or maybe not. Wait, who is that? Oh, it's a bunny. Is that another normal? Is that what's her face? Dottie or something? Let's see. Who are you, ma'am? I was right. Oh. I would definitely take her if I wasn't like hoping to get a smug. She's fine. She's pretty cute. And I don't think she's a normal. I don't even have my audio on, so I can't tell for sure. But I don't think she is. So that's good. But let's see if we can get a smug. Let's try a little bit more. You know, it would be kind of cool if, like, let's say there's 1 or 2 types of villagers that you don't have on your island. It would be kind of cool if, like, that type of villager was, like, slightly the priority on the islands that they spawn for you. Like, oh, you don't have a smug, so let's, like, spawn slightly more smugs than everything else. Not just smugs, of course, because what if you do want, like, another type that you already have? That happens. But you know, it would be cool if it just kind of maybe slightly prioritized the kind you don't have. I know that happens in the campsite, like if you don't have a certain kind of villager, that's the kind that's gonna spawn in your campsite more often than the others, but I don't think it works that way on islands, which is— oh, absolutely not. Goodbye! Nope, nope, nope. I just don't like the villagers that look like they have some kind of attitude or some kind of ulterior motives or like something going on in their little brain that makes me not trust them, and that little dude is one of them. I know he's kind of popular, but I just can't. I can't. I think I did his home on Happy Home while I was speedrunning it, but I'm still speedrunning it, by the way. But I don't want him on my island. Just like I don't want Eugene on my island. It's the arrogance, it's the haughty attitude, the vibes are just nasty. I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. Wilbur, can I just have a nice little smug? Would be so great. Please. Oh my god! Should we replace Walmart Julian with real Julian? Should we? Do you see? I can't. I can't. That's hilarious. Stop. Stop. Hello. Here he is, the real one, the authentic one. That's hilarious. I can't. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do it. He's definitely not like a dreamy for me or anything. Like I don't want to keep him. He's not gonna fit the vibes. But like neither does Ione, and she's around. You know. In fact, they'll look cute together. This is too funny. Stop. We really kicked out knockoff Julian just to get the real one. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Come here, sir. Come here, you fruity boy. Let's go. Let's go. It'll at least be a change. Not a very huge change since he's still a horse-shaped blue thing, but he definitely looks better than the last one did. Oh, you can stick around for now. Fastest villager hunt ever. Okay, okay. So while we're talking about smugs, I do have to say that Marshall is my favorite smug because I'm a basic bowl of potatoes. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fight me about it? Go ahead, because you know what? He's one of those who's popular for a reason. He's a cutie patootie. How can you not like him? Who would look at Marshall and think, gross? If you're thinking that about Marshall, I hope you get better. I really do. I hope you feel okay someday. Yes, yes. But yeah. Okay. Oh wait, I need to go to work and order more wheat fields to keep doing this build. Alright. Welcome back to the speed build. So yes, Julian is now a member of Sunstone for now. Like I said, won't keep him forever. In fact, it works out because one of my friends wants him. So when my friend gets, a villager kicked out, I'll just probably shift Julian right into boxes via an amiibo. So that'll work out. By the way, as far as my permanent smugs go, as I said, I'm a Marshall stan, not afraid to say it. He's my boy, my baby, him and Bo. So I might just go ahead and get him back at some point, but I'm also down to maybe either having a different smug in the long run or along with him. I'm thinking maybe I'll try Zell first or maybe Lopez, I'm not sure, but give me your thoughts if you have any on a good smug for Sunstone, because I'm always down to hear some more ideas. Now back to this lovely build. So my technique here with the storage shed and the silo over there, for one thing, I thought they would look cool in the field, but also let's be real, they're great space fillers, and it gave me slightly less wheat fields to have to deal with. Every time I thought I had enough wheat fields, I didn't. I would order and order and order. I'd order 5 from Wardell, 5 from Nook Shopping, so I would get 10 a day. And I would do that over and over again, while I was eating, while I was getting ready for work. I was just doing it all the time. And I would think I had enough, and I didn't. So I just kept having to do it. Almost lost my mind. I hope I never have to order another wheat field, but, So that's why I filled some spaces here and there in the fields, just to kind of give myself a break, because it was a lot, and it's already so many. And like I said, the island gets pretty lagalicious, so it's for the best, I think. I don't think I said before, but my... I don't know if you heard that jingle. That was my cat. She's still jingling. Yep. You just came in here to jingle while I'm recording? Okay. Anyway, my first attempt at this entrance was putting cliffs on either side of it, but I wanted it to be the super narrow canyon situation, kind of fun. But it looked so much like Sage, certain areas on Sage. The last island I showed people and they were like, are you serious? Yeah, I guess we just get into our habits kind of easily. So I also kind of felt claustrophobic. I don't like to have a ton of narrow space, where you can't just move around easily up front. The entrance is an area you visit frequently, right? And this whole middle part of the island, I just run through it a lot. So I thought, why not break out and do a flat expanse this time? Just a big, vast area that you can run around. I, for one, this is just me. By the way, I moved that what is that thing? A scorpion. I moved that in a minute, but look at me getting sidetracked again. Hi, Key. My cat is still jingling around. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I, for one, just kind of love it when people take advantage of space in Animal Crossing. I think space is such a good thing. So open spaces specifically, I just think there's a lot of fun things you can do with it. Just sand by itself in the sunset, especially in fall time, is so good. It's delicious looking. Slurp that thing up. That delightful view. So it's even more fun though when you add some wheat fields and some cliffs here and there and some flowers and weeds, and there's just so many fun ways to make it just look so simply, I think, stunning in a way. So I love space in Animal Crossing, but I also love clutter. My opinion just is that space and clutter really complement each other. So I think islands that have a good mixture of open spaces and clutter, that's chef's kiss right there. That's the good stuff, because it doesn't get redundant that way if you just have open space, if you just have clutter. It kind of gets old, I think. Now some creators can pull it off, not gonna lie. They can have a lot of open space and a lot of clutter, one or the other, and it looks great. But I think for me, I thrive best when I do some of both. So you'll see this is like my first kind of big open space with just some items here and there to make it fun. But then I'm definitely gonna try to do like some more town core cluttery areas as well, and then some more natural stuff too. I also want to do a desert like volleyball court, like a sand volleyball court, but you know it's in the desert. So I'm excited about that. If y'all have any ideas for builds, never hesitate to tell me. I'm always down and open to hear some things. Also, speaking of telling me things, is the video too fast? If it's too fast, just tell me. I don't mind. I'm not gonna be upset because I don't know. Like, I really could not tell if I was getting it like too fast or not. So just feel free to let me know and I will adjust next time if it's too fast or something. Oh, before I forget, there's that like space in the back left that doesn't have any wheat fields. I actually decided I'm not gonna include that in this little wheat field area right there where the transit stop is from there on. I don't know if I've already moved it or not, but at one point I moved it up and decided that's not gonna be a wheat field area. I'm gonna either expand like a town core vibe right there or make a cliff there. I'm not sure yet. Something though. Something. So yeah, it was just getting to be too much in the wheat field area. So that's gonna go away in a minute, but we're almost to the end of this little section and I'm gonna log back into the game and show y'all how it turned out because there is a little section here. Yeah, the barbed wire fence. I'm not sure if I got any of that recorded when I was placing those. Not that it's like super exciting, it's just fence. But yeah, you'll see the final result here in a minute. It's almost there, but what I love about the desert vibe is that in Animal Crossing, if you put your game to sunset, if you're in the first 10 days of December when the grass is this color right here, that brown beautiful color, if you go to sunset, slap some cactus down, slap some sun down, it becomes what looks like this dry, scorching hot tundra just from all those factors being put together. And it's kind of ironic because in real life I hate heat. Like, I'm a cold person. It could be winter all year long and I would be happy. But there's something about the desert aesthetic that I've always loved. Anytime we visited Arizona, when I lived in Southern California and we were in the desert by Palm Springs and stuff, I loved how all that looked. I loved the vibes, the aesthetic. It's so cool. But in real life, keep me out of the heat. And I live in Texas and it's humid here. I'd rather have the dry desert heat, but oh well. So yeah, this is how it's turning out. I'm gonna show you guys now the final results. Okay friends, so here we are. It is time for the final walkthrough of this entrance, this whole farmy wheat field desert thing we have going on. I'm very excited. Like I said, there's just a few things here and there that I didn't get to record happening, but it's just some little details, so we'll go check it out right now. And I am kind of regretting the blue airport at this point. Not that I had a choice, but wouldn't it have been cool if it was orange? Wouldn't that have been neat? Oh, a balloon. It would have fit the vibe. So yeah, we are on December 1st. I have this feeling December 1st it's gonna end up being the Dream Address Day. I've been through the first 10 days of December a couple of times already with all this ordering that I did. And it's been my favorite day so far. I mean, look at the sky. Right after 5 p.m., perfect time. The grass is the perfect color. Everything is just golden and beautiful. I can't. So, bless up for December 1st on this particular playthrough. So, that's exciting. But here we go. The road just starts immediately at the airport. No, it doesn't make sense, but this is Animal Crossing, so who cares, you know? Over here on all the sides, I put some barbed wire fencing down just here and there. I didn't want to like completely close it in so that I can run through the space, you know, because this is a traffic area for me. I'm the traffic, but I want to be able to get through it. And again, it's kind of like not the most fancy farm in the world. It's a little wild. It's a little crazy. It's not perfect. So the fence doesn't need to be perfect either, I figured. But let's look through here. You got some hay barrels or hay beds. Yeah, just for some fun. We got some other goodies. We've got some danger for some fun. We have the tractor doing its job over here. Very nice, very nice. I can't wait to get the areas, of course, to the side and behind it done. That way it'll look even better. This is where I was going to do more wheat fields and decided not to. It'll probably be either cliffs or like maybe a barn or a little village situation going on. We'll see, but that's kind of where the wheat fields end, and then there'll be stuff back there behind the tent. and behind resident services. The road just ends right now, don't worry about it. But let's go back down this way. More fencing. Love me a good dead tree. Can't wait to use more of those. Love me a good well. Very fun. Very snazzy. Very laggy, but that's fine. Look at this. Look at all these fields. I don't want to talk about the pain of ordering all these. I really don't. But there we are in the fields. I think it's nice. I like that they're just kind of sporadic, but I do think the pathing looks good underneath them. I hope. That's my opinion, but I mean, I did it myself, so maybe I'm biased. And look at these weeds. They just did so well. They're so pretty. I love them so much. There's a hungover boy right there. That's unfortunate. But yes, and then we have another little area over here. I think it's fun, even though it does lag. Look at that. I need to add some water to this island for one thing so that we don't all die of thirst, and also so that it lags less. Julian, you do not fit the vibe, sir. Get out of here. You need to go. Officially. It's fine. So yeah, here's our road. Here's the windy pathy. I can't wait to see more stuff behind it. Someone's gonna have to get on that. I don't know. Who wants to decorate back there? Julian, if you're gonna be here, you're just as well to be useful. But anyway, that's about it for now. I hope that in the future I will be able to do speed builds, maybe even like in one sitting. What a wild thought. Instead of like a week and a half. I'm so sorry this took so long. I will try to be more consistent from now on. But either way, it was fun. I hope y'all had fun. If you're still here, I mean, subscribe, you know? Why not? If you're still here, like, leave me a little comment. Tell me if you liked anything or didn't like anything about the build. I'm all ears. I'm down to discuss, to take some constructive criticism or whatever. Also, do you like my dress? I made it. Did I mention that? I will hopefully put that in the portal for y'all too if you like it. I need to make some more colors of it. Sir, please, you look so wrong here. You look so wrong. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks again, and have a snazzy day or night, okay? Bye!